What's up, guys? 321 here, welcoming you back to some more Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix. This is another post-commentary video, so get ready to listen to more of this voice for the video. So we're tackling on to Mirage Arena territory, and starting off, we're going to be doing some rumble racing. But since I don't really care about rumble racing and already showed it off for Terra Story, we're just going to skip to the last part because we've already shown everything here. There's another thing in Mirage Arena that I'm not showing off for my video just because it takes forever, and it's like one of those Fortune Street type Monopoly type games called the Command Board, which I've already done it. So the mission for the Command Board is just to play 7 Command Board games. That's all you really need to do. It's pretty easy. If you know Fortune Street or anything like that, then it's kind of easy. Or Monopoly based stuff, whatever. I've also went ahead and bought some stuff from the Mirage Arena, like the Chaos Crystal Secret Gem. I also bought the magic recipes, the shot locks, and some of the friendly stuff, but I did that in my video when I took on the last few parts of the Mirage Arena. So going to the arena side of Mirage Arena, I just want to say about the two battles you get that has the prize pods. One is Risky Riches, which I'm playing on right now, where you get Dance Limit and Open Sesame, and I don't think you need if you know the prize pods for all the other worlds, then I don't think you really need the one here. But there's also another arena called what was it? It was called Treasure Tussle. Can't talk. And in that you get the what was it? It was like a prize pods that drop like a specific item that can only be found in that specific arena. I showed off later on, but yeah. We all know how Mirage Arena works from Terra Story. You fight a bunch of enemies through you fight a gauntlet of enemies, and then at the end you fight a boss. Risky Riches and Treasure Tussle doesn't really have any bosses, just the prize pods at the end of their arenas. But for every other one, there is a boss fight. Usually the bosses you fight for all the other stories. In this video, I actually did not show off 2 arenas because I didn't finish Aqua's story by then. You unlock more arenas either by increasing your arena rank or just by completing stories. You get this one, I think, for completing Terra's story. And there's some other bosses like the pumpkin carousel that turned into an unversed. You get that, which I can't show off in this video. You get that arena from completing Aqua's story, as well as the Ice Titan fight. And that's pretty much it. I don't really think there's any point for me showing off these bosses again, because we already know how these bosses work. They're just way harder, and they do more damage. Well, not way harder, because I was like a little bit over leveled for the first few arenas, but that doesn't really matter. But the boss fight I really want to talk about is the boss you get from Sinister Sentinel. After you do the gauntlets and the bonus mission. That's another thing I forgot to mention, is that the bonus missions you get for every arena could be like lightning reflexes, where you block a certain amount of times. There's down to the wire, where it's timed, where like you do this and you complete this in a certain amount of time, and then you get like bonus medals to buy stuff at the shop. Or there's another one where like you can't heal for a certain amount of time. You can't heal a certain amount of time, so like 3 heals or something like that. And if you actually go to the shop and buy the group cures and group cures and stuff like that, it doesn't actually count as a heal command. But the Imprisoned, though, a boss that I really want to talk about. There's multiple parts of the Imprisoned. I fought one in Terra Story. This is number 2, and if you complete number 2 for Ventus, you get Sky Climber, which is the last command style you can get for Ventus in the game, if you've been following my playthrough. We got the Mimic Master right here, which is actually a crazy boss fight, which is actually really unique, and I believe this boss actually gets reused in not Birth by Sleep. We're playing Birth by Sleep. I think this boss actually gets reused in Dream Drop Distance. I could be wrong because I just I just bought the game again today, and I don't remember all the bosses for Dream Drop Distance, but I'm pretty sure the Mimic Master is actually designed. Well, the boss in Dream Drop Distance is designed after the Mimic Master. There's lots of attacks where he goes all over the place. There's attacks where he uses the book as protection. There's a time where he uses the books to absorb your data. And once he absorbs the data, he actually copies your character. And I'm gonna say this right now. He has all of your immediates. He has like all of your abilities. So I think like every ability you have on you right now is what he uses, or not. I think it's just the abilities you have in your command list, like in your pause menu command list. But overall, the first part of this boss is actually pretty easy. You fight him again later on in the arena for like a harder challenge. So we fight another imprisoned. He's no longer imprisoned, and he has a wacky hammer. Just use your shot lock commands because he's not invincible during those, so that's actually really good against him, and then you can just defeat him really easily. So I just wanted to show off this arena because this is actually the arena where I actually use Sky Climber. Sky Climber is like, I think achieved when you use any moves that are like Sonic Blade or any magnet type moves. No, it's gotta be zero gravity type moves. Sonic moves that's like Sonic Blade, and I forgot the other thing, but that's pretty much it. Sky Climber, if you dash into the air, you can actually float, which is actually something I really wanted to see. I think Sky Climber is the only command style that gets unlocked in the Mirage Arena, and that's only for Ventus, so yeah. There's Terra in the Mirage Arena where he unlocks a Keyblade, and I forgot what Aqua unlocked, but it's nothing really that serious. I think it's just another shot lock command or something. But at the end of this arena, you fight the Mimic Master again. Is it Mimic Master or Mimic Meister? I'm watching the video right now. It's Mimic Master. I have this video like partially unchecked for like any editing mistakes or anything like that. And this video that I'm watching right now is probably like 40 minutes long. And the video you're probably going to get right now is going to be like 20 minutes because I'm skipping ahead in the video. I'm trying to match up my audio with what's being shown on the screen, so this is going to be probably like the most work I put into a post-commentary video, so yay me! Actually, no, this is not going to actually be the most work I put in my post-commentary video because my most edited post-commentary video was actually Kingdom Hearts 1 where I tried to give the Ultima Weapon. And speaking of the Ultima Weapon is actually in the game, but it's not going to be shown in this video. The Imprisoned 4. Every time when he turns all black like that, he's going to go straight for that crazy lunge attack. There's also a time where he turns black to put out a fire cage that actually damages you if you get caught in it. I haven't really talked about the cage, but the cage literally just goes underground. You can see a trail of it moving underground, and then once you go over it, it goes up and tries to catch you. If you get caught in it, you need to break the cage before the imprisoned decides to go AWOL, because he cannot break the cage, but you can. So remember to just keep that in mind. My favorite thing I like to do for this boss fight is that every time when the imprisoned go underground, I use my Mind Square just so when he starts coming back up, I can just dodge roll into the mines and he can just blow up. He also has this move where he disappears and uses the background as projectiles. And keep a close eye on the center because you're going to see when he comes back up, and then you're going to need to know when he's going to start attacking, because once like 3 or more pieces come into the center all at once, it's all kind of what you need to do. And another thing I don't talk about is that countering. Well, this move too, where you just really need to just dodge roll out the way. Dodge rolling will save your life in this part, because if you get too close to him, he will explode. Well, he explodes anyway, but the explosion does a lot of damage. Well, if I remember correctly, because I only got hit by that explosion once. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There is another fight here that I really want to show off called Monster of the Sea. Or Monsters of the Sea. You know what? I didn't read the name. I'm just going off of memory right now. Recognize this area, guys, because we're fighting inside of Monstro. So the bonus mission for this is just to finish this in 7 minutes, which is actually really good if you have any AoE type of attacks, because if you get like a good Mega Flare on, it's like if your magic damage is high enough and you get like Mega Flare on, or any other those types of screen nuke moves you have, you can just wipe the area clean and go straight to the boss. And speaking of the boss fight for this area is Monstro. So you basically have multiple tries to go and defeat Monstro. So you see the timer on the top left. You have 3 minutes to defeat Monstro before you go back, before he decides to eat you up again, and that's not really good. There's barrels on the side There's barrels outside here to knock out Monstro. You hit him with enough barrels, he gets knocked out. Sometimes Monstro go outside of the water area. This little, what is this, like a lake or something? I don't know. But yeah, this whole lake right here, the whole area that's been covered by the rocks, you can move throughout this whole area. But I wouldn't advise that, since a giant monstrous whale that can literally bite you to death. I don't know. I was trying to say something. But a giant monster whale is there, and I don't really recommend you swimming in the water. And after he recovers from being knocked out, he will immediately attempt to bite you. And when you do, he just spits you out his blowhole. There's lots of stuff where Monstro comes up, catches you in his mouth, and just spits you out his blowhole. Ugh, for whales. There's also attacks where he comes and lunges at the center island you're at and breaks all the platforms. There's also times where he comes up and uses his tail to attack you. All you really do is just dodge out the way, and you're just pretty good right there. I was going to attempt multi-vortex at the end right there, but I just didn't want to deal with that. So I just killed Monstro. The last Mirage Arena I'm actually able to show is Villain's Vendetta, which is basically the boss fight of all the arena bosses you fight. So for some of the bosses that I couldn't go to on their own arenas, I can just fight them here. But here we go, Vortex, which is Ventus's ultimate shot lock command. It does amazing damage, and it actually helps out with a boss fight coming later on. But anyways, now we have the Ice Titan, which we've already fought in Aqua's story. He comes in for another round. He's actually really easy thanks to multi-vortex. But look at this! I've already got him down to... I already gotten 2 health bars down on him. He's already knocked out too. Multi-vortex is the best shot lock command in this game. But after you defeat Villain's Vendetta, you actually get the Ultima Weapon, which is actually the second best Keyblade in the game. I wanted to test out the Ultima Weapon before I left off the video, and here's a little sneak peek of something I found out in between when I found a guide online for the game, which is Thunder Roll. Yep, I'm going to talk more about the rolls and the movement commands later on in the next episode. So that's the last post-commentary video for this game, hopefully. And yeah, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, my gamers!